Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing today? I got my shipping done. I still need to run it outside, but I'll do that here in a little bit. Um, Around 9-ish. Get it out there before you. I think he pretty much knows that there's going to be packages. Let's hope every day. Let me go to the chat and bring that up. So, yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots to do today. I will be very busy. Which is a good thing because I think sometimes you get a little. Oh, thanks, John. What happened? Hank says I'm typing a little slower than usual. String slapped the crap out of myself yesterday. How did you do that? Left arm is jacked up and aches. Right where it touches the desk. Ow. You made it, Julie. Congratulations. Well, Hank, I hope you feel better. Gonna have to baby it a little bit. I don't know what string slapped is, but um, yeah, I'm completely at a loss. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, it sounds very painful.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, how you doing?
Oh, hanging in there, hanging in there. Oh, she was shooting with her recurve bow. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, my arm would probably fall off. You're in a little better shape than I am, so I would be suffering. Even though that's, another thing that I would love to do, some archery and yeah, but what's going on?
Not much here. Had tornado warnings yesterday. Today it's snowing.
Go
Welcome,
figure, right?
welcome to Ohio.
My gosh. If you don't like the weather, that's kind of like the weather here. If you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes and it'll change.
Yep, pretty much. 71 degrees yesterday, and today it's like 32.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading my forecast for today and they said so they really don't know because and this is a exact remnant of that is the forecast was between 40 and 60 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm
Dog.
like, what do they pay you for?
Pick a number.
Oh my gosh, it's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, I could be a weatherman too. A weather woman.
Well, they do have a dart board, so hit whatever number hits the dart. That's their temperature. Oh, it's
Yeah,
8.
yeah, exactly. It's
Bullseye. It's 50
ridiculous.
degrees today.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. Oh.
Wasn't let's see. Wasn't in the mindset, so just kept string slapping myself. Didn't realize it was so bad. It kind of went numb after the first couple. Yeah, I can imagine. Farmall Fanatic says I shoot compound, easy way out. Um, yeah, I have never done anything with like any kind of a bow. I'm saying, okay. Aw, I am so sorry. I hope you get better. That does sound painful.
I've done that a
Absolutely.
time or two. That hurts.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. I was gonna look at the and see what. Oh, I probably should have done this on a different. Ooh. Ow. That's awful. Oh my gosh, Hank. You need to go to the doctor? Maybe you need like a what do you call it? Um, a brace or something like that to prevent that? Some kind of armor? How does that happen? Like when you're pulling it back? I don't know how that happens. That's crazy. Yeah, at least wrap it up or something. Bridget says, "Good morning. At storage, puking stuff out. I sold." Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think the puking is like a typo. I hope it is. She said, "Man, it's windy. 60 miles per hour, and I can't wait to get home." I don't blame you there. It's honestly amazing to me how much it bruised and transformed over just a few hours. I have arm guards. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like some kind of a guard. Didn't have one on. Yeah, that's pretty strong winds there. Better be careful. Be very careful with that. Crazy. Yeah, I seen that there was like tornado warnings and all kinds of stuff in Ohio. I think it was Tennessee, um, Kentucky-ish. Okay, well, I seen puking and I was like, well, I wouldn't be going to the storage unit if I was puking something, but yeah, exactly. Good morning, Why Not Hidden Treasures. Okay, so let me go over to the reseller squad. So yeah, I kind of screwed up yesterday because um I didn't give you guys like I had you guys guess how many how many items that I got yesterday, but I didn't save the chat, and so once I erase that chat every day, so or every time I do a video, and so yeah, it went bye bye. So say Bridget says 65.5 minus the ripped one. Um, Michelle or Anissa says 53, but I think you got a lot more. Um, Jamma says 68. Lori said 85. Let me see if there's any more. I think that's it. That's all I got. Actually, Lori's the closest. I got 115 items.
Yep, that was just a guess. That's awesome.
Good morning, 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 good morning,
Lord,
good
somebody's.
morning, good morning, good morning. Hi.
Did somebody else find the jack job at UDF besides me?
Oh my
Hi, Laurie.
gosh.
That's the way I was Monday. Throw
How
my
about
sister's nuts.
Laurie?
Hello.
It's Laurie and Laurie.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie.
Yeah. What's going on this morning?
Are you singing the I feel good? Na 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 na.
No, I don't feel good. No, I feel fine.
I feel fine.
Like a little bit of wine. So good. Oh, so good. Oh, I got you.
Uh 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 uh.
Boom, 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 boom,
I was waiting for that one.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh. So, so yeah, I got 115 items yesterday.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, so technically, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be technically, but um if I got $15 times 115, that's like $1,700.
Mm-hmm.
What? What?
What?
I mean, if you look at it that way, I think that's pretty darn good because I paid what was it, 23 cents per item is what I figured.
That's really good.
Oh my God. They're practically throwing that stuff at you.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. I'm not
That,
gonna
that's
they put
awesome to be able to source that cheaply.
they they're putting new inventory out today, and I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm not gonna go today. Um After I got home, and I'm a little frustrated with my store right now because it's kind of in disarray. Changing from the premium to um, or changing from the anchor store to the premium. I've had to readjust my listings. Um, and so yeah, I got some figuring out to do. I got some. Sally convinced me yesterday just to do a full inventory to make sure, to find those other those lost items that have fallen off over the couple of years that I've been doing this. And so I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. Get her done. So I started working on it, not technically the inventory, but just kind of putting some stuff away. So when I do the inventory, I can find the item. So I started doing that last night, working on that a little bit. And, there's a couple of places where I got kind of lazy and um, needed to tie up some loose ends.
I got loose ends.
Got a
So
few loose screws too, by the sound of it. at
there
least
you
this morning.
go.
At least this morning, anyway.
No, I
Morning,
got
Nick.
loose. I got loose ends because I ate some Mexican food yesterday. It's
Oh
good.
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That tends to loosen up ends.
It
yeah,
too. Yeah, it does.
he's got the goose poops.
Not that bad. It's not bad. I mean, you know that's coming when you eat that.
Oh yeah.
When you get the big
Oh yeah.
platter thing, Mexican dinner at the.
Hmm.
Kind of like the scene from Dumb and Dumber, the bathroom scene. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Not quite that bad.
No.
Good.
It's all good in the hood.
That's good. Glad to hear it.
Why can't people keep their addresses frickin' straight?
I don't know, cause
Why is it crooked?
Yeah. No, because I sold that thing, a $60 item last night. I have to change my shipping address too. Can you please confirm this? I'm like, no. It's against eBay policy for me to ship to a different address.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, they have to go in and
Fix
fix
your
it
stuff.
themselves.
Fix your stuff.
But they can't go in and change it once they bought it, though. They'd have to cancel it in order to
Yeah,
change it.
gotta cancel the order and
Yep.
start over.
Yep.
Yep. Been there,
But
done
not,
that. It's a pain in the butt, but hey.
And I've had that happen, before that they end up you cancel the order because, due to address, and then
then they don't
they they don't rebuy it, and so you
Yeah.
basically lose that sale, and that sucks.
Yeah. The only way I can change your address is if you cancel the sale.
Yeah, I reached a semi milestone. If you want to hear
Wow.
the story.
Well, sure.
Well, all the army or the military surplus stuff I bought,
Uh-huh.
except for gasoline to go get it, the net profits from the sales have equaled how much it cost.
Cool.
So, except for gasoline, I'm break even, and I got 90% of it left.
So now it's all profit.
Yep.
Yep, it's a good
Good.
feeling to get to that point with a big purchase, isn't it?
Sure. Sure. Absolutely.
Took a few months. I started getting the stuff in January. But that's all right. All I got is time.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to live forever.
Yep. Hank says, "Oh man, well, them profits are gonna get you next tax time."
Throw a wet blanket on it, Hank.
She says, "I kid."
No, they're going to get little. I'm in a 15% tax bracket. They're going to get the little 15% of that net, aren't they? At least what I don't claim in mileage and stuff like that. That's a good thing you can claim mileage in your telephone and your
Yeah.
shipping supplies and stuff because
Hmm.
man, my tax bill would be big if it wasn't for all the breaks that I got from doing the deductions.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Good
little
job.
milestone there. Little milestone there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, yesterday I had a customer buy 5 or 8 rucksacks. I was like, really? You want that
Wow.
many? And the
That's great though.
problem was shipping because I live 35 miles from FedEx.
Hmm.
It costs $20 more to send them with the post office.
Mm.
So it'd be $10 worth of gas, which would bring it down to about $10 more to use the post office. So
Hmm.
yeah, we got to get a FedEx office here.
You don't have a Walgreens?
Oh, no.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, that sucks.
really does. So we need a Walgreens or a FedEx pack and
There's your
ship
next
open here.
lucrative business opportunity.
What?
There's your next lucrative business opportunity.
There you
Oh,
go.
heck no, I got enough to do.
Yeah, Hank.
Is there a local? Is there any kind of local business? Well, then you're not getting it scanned for sure right away before you leave it.
It's
That
true.
wouldn't work either.
Well, I wouldn't mind that as long as I get it packed and shipped the next day because I have 2 days shipping.
Yeah, then you
I
have
don't
time to
think
do
that
it.
would bother me a lot.
Yeah.
So over here, Stop and Drop FedEx office. There you go. There's your new name. Your name for your business.
Stop and
I don't
drop.
have my
Of course,
chat up, so I can't see the chat.
somebody would take that name the wrong way.
Oh, probably so.
People be walking by mooning me through the window. Stop and drop.
Yeah, probably so. Scratch that.
Well, an update on Lugnut. I mean, it's still pretty early, so this is just a small update. But he woke me up this morning.
Good. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
good thing, right?
yeah, because he hasn't been waking me. He hasn't been. I've been waking him up because
Okay.
he lays around all the time and don't get up and move
Right.
without being choked. So yeah. Oh great, here comes my oh screw you, I don't want it now because you're a pain in the ass message.
Mm.
Dang it. Why do they gotta send you so many goddamn versions of this?
I don't know.
Okay, let's do this. How and where and who needs to initiate this? Can you cancel it? Here we go. This is why I love being an eBay seller.
Yeah.
Did I show y'all those clamps that hold down truck hoods?
Truck hoods.
Yeah, on a big
Um,
army truck.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a bunch of stuff that I really wasn't trying to get with the pallets of military stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
there's some truck hood latches that were mixed in, and they're starting to sell. I was like, woohoo!
That's
It's kind of
awesome.
like a bonus because I didn't know if they would or not.
Right.
But when you buy big lots of stuff, sometimes you get a bunch of stuff you weren't intending to get. Haven't sold any of the fuel lines yet, but they're listed. So, have you got all your stuff that you got yesterday listed yet, Valerie?
Actually, no. I'm revamping my inventory, so I'm not listing my stuff that I got yesterday. Not yet.
Yeah.
There's really no reason to do that until I get my inventory checked and double checked and all that. So, and that's going to take some time. So
Yeah.
I just basically just put it on my shelves, and I know where it's at. So when I'm ready to get started, then I will. I do think I'm going to, before I go to California, either that or I don't know. Yeah, I think probably before, so it'll have to be probably in the next couple of weeks. I do want to make a trip to Kansas City to the bins see if I can get a load of stuff. Um, so yeah, but I mean, I've got plenty here. Um, I know that when I go back to the thrift store, they're gonna have, you know, new stuff and everything. So, there's plenty of opportunities there. I don't have near as much stuff as I used to have, which is a good thing. I think, if you have too much stuff, it's overwhelming. So, um, and then, diving into my inventory, really don't know what's listed and what's not. So it's going to be like a one piece, a long process
Mm-hmm.
to find all those items. Um, I did have an idea that I think I'm going to try when I am adjusting, when I go into like relist items. I think I'm going to take pictures of those. So because if they disappear, then I don't know what items those are. I don't know what items are involved in that. So if I take a picture, then at least I'll have some kind of idea of what they are.
Yeah.
And I can go and pull them and then, add them back in. But
It's so strange you've had stuff disappear.
it's
I have
crazy.
no idea how much stuff is sitting on my shelves that isn't listed right now that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
got
I do
stuff that's
keep it
falling off
separate.
too.
I do have my death pile stuff separate from my listed stuff.
That's good.
I don't think I've ever had that problem of things
Even,
dropping off.
yeah.
Even when I had my big stores, I don't think I ever had that.
Bridget says she always has stuff disappear. That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found about 30 or so pieces so far that's fallen off. I've had to redo since I've been
Wow.
redoing my everything over to calculated shipping. I was like, wow, no wonder it didn't sell.
Yeah,
Why was it on
exactly.
there?
And I had started it. Had started the whole inventory process, and just got caught up. Started listing again, and so it just kind of went on the back burner. So, hey, Jim Coon Cat, haven't seen you in forever.
hi, Jim Coon Cat. Good to see you.
Hi, Laura Jenkins. Welcome to the channel.
Hi, Laura Jenkins. Not so much it disappears. I think we sometimes delete things out of our unsold folder thinking they were relisted.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I've
it could
never,
be that.
I, I don't think I've ever had that problem with things dropping off because I always know how many items I have in my store. Like right now, I have 149 items in my store.
Hmm.
Well, now I have 150 because I just canceled the sale. But um, oh, actually, I don't because I have to relist that. Um, good idea. Um, you can't rebuy it if I don't list it, right?
All right.
Um, anyways, I uh, I always look and see if that's how many items I have in my store every day.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I've never seen it.
Laura says I did it and caught it and had to go through my email
Happen.
to relist like 50 things one by one. It was horrible. Yeah. And having, well, what did I have? Like I think it was 2,200 items in my inventory before I did the store change, and which that doesn't have anything to do really with um the because it was all listed. But I would guess there's probably, at least 100 items in there that aren't listed. They're taking up space,
Mm.
you know, and those items could be selling and making me money. So
Yeah.
I gotta get those found and get those, relisted.
Hmm.
Yeah, I suppose the only way to do it is just go through your inventory and
That's the only way.
That's the way I do it. I pull a tote and just go to my active listings and do a search on each item. It's slow and tedious, but that's how I'm finding ones that
yeah.
just dropped off. So
Yeah. And like right now, since I did the store change, I am so my thought is that I will have my clothing and accessories on my existing store and then my hard goods over on the other store. That's my thought. I don't know if that's going to
Mhm.
work out or not. I am really like yesterday I was telling Sally, "All right, I give up. I'm going back to Anchor Store. This is way too complicated." I mean, I'm just used to, putting stuff up, listing stuff, getting stuff on there, doing 20, 30 listings a day. And, you know, I don't, I'm not liking this. Um, but I know that I can't really afford to do that because of, um, I don't know how long I'm going to be here and I don't want to do another contract, but I'm not completely ruling it out. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I used to have another, it was a smaller store and it was just jeans. And I absolutely hated having two stores because it was a lot of work, keeping track of two. You only had one account that you could put on your phone, so you couldn't hear the other, if you were getting any sales on the other store. It was just, kind of a real pain in the butt, really. So, but
Oh my god, freaking stupid.
what?
These people are so freaking stupid. Okay, so they offered me $60 yesterday. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
They bought this thing. They sent me a best offer for $60 yesterday. I accepted it. Well, now they just purchased it at full price. Dummies. So now how am I gonna fix this? I gotta go in. These people are dumbasses.
Yeah, Laura, I recently started. I had an account over on Poshmark. I started it, and then I kind of let it kind of go dormant, and then I restarted that. Started selling on Mercari, and I sell on Truegether, which I really like because you can sync your items over there, and they sync. I believe it's every 24 hours they sync your account, so they'll pick up anything that's sold and all of that. Do have an Etsy account, but I have not listed anything over there yet.
The only other place I sell is Facebook.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my local county seller group and the marketplace.
Mm-hmm. Well, isn't that all one?
Well, no. When you list stuff on Facebook, it asks you where you want to put it, and it puts those two options: the county group or marketplace or both. So I always just hit both.
Yeah. Macari, do they subsidize? I don't know. They, yeah, I mean they charge shipping. It depends on how you want it. You can do it both ways. You can do free shipping, or you can do where the buyer pays shipping over there. And I think it's under a pound is $4. Over a pound to 3 pounds is $7. And then I think anything over 3 pounds is 3 pounds and over is that may not be right. Maybe it's 4 pounds.
How far, Sadie?
Yeah.
I'm
So
interested.
you can choose if you want the buyer to pay or not. Laura says, was thinking of Together. I didn't realize that they linked. Bonanza is another one that links automatically to eBay. Yeah, I had some problems with Bonanza, so I got away from them, canceled my account there. But Together seems to be do pretty good. I don't get a whole lot of sales from them, maybe, one or two a month. But that's okay. It's one or two more than what I get, so I'm happy with that.
Isn't that the one that Deb says she uses for inventory? Together, because the sales are always there. They don't go away. They don't drop off like eBay does.
I think you're right.
I might be wrong, but I think that's what she said. So even for that reason alone, it's worth listing your stuff over on
Yeah.
Together because it syncs automatically, right? And when you sell something, does it take it off?
Yes. But
I mean, does it take it off? It doesn't take it off of eBay though, does it? Or does it?
No. No.
Okay. Well, that sale that they did, that thing they bought, it ended up only being 70 cents more. We'll see if they just pay
Oh,
it. I'm not going to go through the whole goddamn thing for 70
right,
cents.
right. That makes more sense.
So I was going to go ahead and send them a new invoice, but screw it.
That
Unless they
that
ask,
might
I'm going to
that
do it.
might be a little more too complicated. They may not be able to figure that one out and get even
Yeah.
more confused. Sometimes it's just better just to do that. I know Summer. Summer says, Valerie, it'll be okay. It just takes some planning, a little organization to manage two accounts. Once you get on a routine, it will all work out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You just have to get used to it.
that's the thing is once you do something, for a while, because I've had that for a year, and I just loved it. I loved being able just to go in and listen to my heart's desire, and I could still do that, and I have to just kind of get in that mindset of you can do whatever you need, whatever you need to do, you can do it. Um, so what
Oh
site?
my God, they are so freaking dumb.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't change their freaking address.
Oh, well, then you have to cancel it again.
Oh my God.
Send them a message. Tell them that they have to change their address prior to
I
buying
don't
the
know if
item.
$60 is worth it.
Well, they may not just get it. They may not get it. They may not understand.
I know. God, people drive me crazy sometimes. I think it's just because it's early in the morning. Usually none of this bothers me. Usually I know I have to deal with customers and I know sometimes I have to deal with dumb customers. So usually this stuff doesn't bother me. Usually I'm very patient with it. But I think it's just because it's so early in the morning or something. I'm just a little aggravated. So I'll just breathe, let it go, and then give me a minute here, and then I'll message them.
Let it go.
Message them. You freaking dumbass! You're too dumb to
Doing my
buy this
line.
item. Forget it.
I just don't understand. It'll be okay.
They may be having a bad day. Yeah. They're very polite, very friendly. I'm not saying anything bad against them. They're from over there in your neck of the woods, Bridget, New York. Well, they're from New York City, so that explains a lot. I may be having a bad day too, maybe. I don't know.
No, it's a good day.
LOL, thank God every day my customers can't hear Nikki. Yeah, exactly. Thank God my customers can't hear Nikki.
It'll be okay.
No, that's what I said. They're in the city, so it explains it. No, you can't change it yourself. You have to have them cancel the sale and blah 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 blah. It used to be where you could, if they messaged you, you could send it to them at that address. But now, if you send it to them, you're not protected under PayPal. And normally, I'll do it with a message if it's like, a $15, $20 item, because if I lose out, oh well. But this is a brand new item. It's a $60 item. I'm making a really good profit on it. So yeah, I'm not gonna mess around.
Yeah,
you know.
that's understandable.
I mean, most of my items I really don't care. But on the higher ticket items, yeah, I care. I gotta follow the rules. Hi, Sir Thrifts a lot.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Well, of course, I wasn't on yesterday, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, eBay will protect you if it's in the message, but PayPal will not.
Oh, good. That's awesome.
Oh, good.
Well, his mom had to have a triple bypass, but she's doing great.
Yeah, good.
That's very good. I
I
think you're.
remember anything dealing with the heart is a big deal, and I don't want to take any less from that. But I remember when that was like really a huge, 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 huge thing. I mean, they've come a long way, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They've come a long way with the heart. It's so amazing what they can do now with that. That's what I meant to say. Back when my mom had her triple bypass, that was back in like the 90s. Even then, they, but now they do those bypasses and people live a long time with them and better lives with them. So that's good. I'm glad she's doing good. It's amazing how far the medical field has come.
Oh my gosh.
And really in a short time. I mean, really isn't,
I think
it
there's a
really has.
lot of I think there's a lot of things, a lot of areas that we should have had things figured out already and
Yeah,
annihilated, a lot of the
yeah,
the ailments out there and the diseases and everything. I think But
Oh, definitely.
I'm sure that there are, issues with, pharmaceutical companies probably
Yeah.
have a hand in that, and politicians probably have a hand in that. So, you know,
Yeah, and some things like cancer, they make too much money on. They're not going to find a
yeah,
cure for that,
yeah,
But even in the cancers, they've really come a long way. I mean,
yeah.
she had her surgery on Friday afternoon and she was off her pain meds by noon on Saturday. Wow.
Good
Tough,
job.
tough woman.
Yes. Oh, goodness.
I know
Oh,
Jennifer Santiago uses Ink Frog. I don't.
right.
I've never used it, so I don't know.
I have to look into that.
Well, those people paid, so they apparently didn't mind paying 70 cents more. So I made another 70 cents by having them cancel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might need to.
That can happen, Mr. Sadie. I've had that happen. Somehow, I don't know how, but the postmen sometimes say it's delivered and then it doesn't get delivered. Or if it was 3 days, that myself would say they delivered it to the wrong mailbox,
Mm,
is what I would think. Like that time Tara sent something to Violet Lemon from the auction, and Violet Lemon asked if it was coming or when it was coming or whatever, and they said, "Oh, it showed delivered today." And Violet Lemon was like, "Okay, well, I'll watch for it because it hasn't been delivered yet."
hmm.
And apparently, I never heard. I don't know. It must have been delivered later on that day or whatever. So yeah, they mark it off as delivered when it really hasn't been. Sometimes. Call your postmaster. They can look at GPS. They can see exactly where the mail carrier was standing when they scanned it for delivery. Yeah, yeah, man. I remember it was just one click on which eBay. If you wanted to list that item for really easy, I still have my account. I pay $9.95 a month. And you've been paying $9.95 a month and you haven't used it in 3 years? You better start using
Can't
it.
cancel that. Cancel it.
Yeah, that's a lot of money a month for not using it. For
Cancel
3 years, I mean, I could see a couple months, but
Yeah, Mr. Sadie says my first thought was wrong house.
yeah, yeah, that's probably what happened. It being 3 days, I would think that that's what it was. Man, does this shirt have a lot of stains on it? Holy smokes, I never noticed
Um, yeah, I am so weird about like
that.
paying fee. I'm okay with paying like a monthly um payment I'm so weird about that. I don't like to do that. It
Yeah.
bugs me. I have that pick monkey, and I don't use it all the time. But it comes in handy when I do have it, when I do need it, because
Mhm.
it can do some different things to pictures and things like that. But yeah, I've considered canceling it, and so
How much is that a month? Can you tell me? Or
I think it's 4.99.
Oh, that ain't bad.
But I've actually been, considering, cutting that off too. But like I said, it comes in handy when you do need it. So,
Summer says, "LOL, you never know, I may need it again."
yeah.
Cancel it till you need it. Oh,
But
I do stupid shit like that. Like my daughter's car hasn't ran in 6 months, and I've been paying insurance on it this whole time. So, yeah, we all do
more,
goofy things.
yep. Morning, Swamp.
Morning, Glenn. I
Man,
get
Mr.
packages
Sadie.
with other people. I just open and keep them. I kid.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh God. Here comes drama.
Who's drama?
Oh, and one of those drama channels just pops up on my.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
They have sucked me in like a goddamn vortex.
Nikki, 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 get out of it. Let it go. Cold.
Real career areas. Hoarding bags of mail. Oh my God. Or kids deals, or I mean, Karen's at the beach's mail carrier was hoarding bags of mail. Oh my God. I've heard
Hoarding
of that
bags of
happening.
mail?
They were hoarding bags of mail.
Oh
I
my
don't know how many.
gosh.
I've heard of that happening though.
Why would people do that? I mean, if it's not your
They
mail.
don't want to finish their route.
No, well, I guess that would make some sense, I
They're
guess.
like, oh, I want to get done early, and so they leave it until the next day, and then
And then it never gets done.
yeah,
Oh, we'll wait for the next day, and the next day, and the
no, I
next day
can't.
never happens.
Yeah, I canceled my Pogo account a long time ago.
Your what?
My Pogo account, I canceled that a long time ago.
Oh,
We have a
I
big
can't.
meeting today at noon. Maybe I'm getting a raise. Well, that'd be nice. He goes, not.
I can't afford to really get involved in anything else because I know that it's gonna cause my business to suffer, and I just can't do that.
Well, I made the rule that I couldn't play Pogo games until my work was done. Well, then I was sticking to it, and I'd usually only do Pogo like maybe like if I was staying up late night or whatever, and that's the only time I do it. Then I found myself really not doing it that much. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, well, I really don't need it.
Right. Yeah.
Go.
I
Oh,
just
excuse me. Here's
I
some.
I think with all the things that I'm doing right now, I've really got to concentrate on, you know,
Yeah,
keeping things in order.
yeah.
And
Well, my thing with Pogo is you don't need it anymore. There's so many free games on your cell phone now that you don't need it.
right,
So
it's true.
I
So
know they have
true.
some of the best retirement. Why would they screw it up not delivering the mail exactly? And that's like when Pogo sucked me in. Yeah. Um that's the thing when I hear like Summers say, oh, they don't want to do this part of their job, they don't want to do that part of the job, and I hear somebody else saying, oh, they were angry with me or whatever, blah blah blah. I go in and the lady's angry all the time. Why are they so goddamn angry?
oh,
They make enough money to not be angry at their job.
Yep.
like when I was working for FedEx, I was making money hand over fist there. I made good money there. I worked my ass off for that money, a hell of a lot harder than some of those people do at the counter at the post office. And I still was happy every single day I was going to work. And I was extremely happy every time I was every time I was cashing that big old check at the end of the week.
Sure.
You know, I mean, and I could pay all my bills, you know, and have money left over.
Mm-hmm.
And tease my husband that I was making more money an hour than he was. And he's like, just keep on making it.
He was living it.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
it
could
didn't
see a
bother him a
miserable
bit.
person. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, some guy, one of his friends asked, "Well, does it bother you that your wife makes more money than you?" He goes, "Hell no. I don't care. More power to her."
Less than I gotta work.
It was so funny. One of his friends, it was somebody that had just started recently at work. Um, he says, "Can you give me a ride home?" And my husband says, "Yeah." He goes, "I just have to. My wife's working, and she's driving down Tower Avenue to her next stop, and I just have to drop her off give her some lunch, meet her and give her some lunch, and then I can right. We'll do that on the way." And he said, "Okay, no problem." And so, anyways, he's driving down Tower Avenue, and he drives up next to me, and he honks, and I honk at him, and he goes, "That's your wife?" He goes, "I was expecting to see a car. I didn't know your wife would be in a big truck." He said, "My friend is a postmaster."
Yep.
Yeah, they may give you crap, but you know what? They make good money.
Yep.
You know, the more money I make, the more crap people can give me. You know, because I'm the one laughing all the way to the bank. I don't care. Give me crap. You paid me enough to give me crap.
Mm. Yep. Yep.
And then just, I don't know. I guess I just look at things differently. I don't know. I'm appreciative of a good job. When I worked for FedEx, I was appreciative of that job. You know, because I worked crappy jobs most of my life, and well, not most of my life. I've always done pretty good, but you know, I've worked the crap jobs and know that, oh shit, I don't have enough to pay my bills with this paycheck. I'm gonna have to throw them up in the air, and the bills that stay up, I'll pay, and the ones that fall, I won't. You know, that kind of thing. You know? So I guess I was more appreciative.
Yeah. Mr. Sadie says it's okay to kiss ass. Just make sure
Yeah,
it's the right one.
yeah.
Exactly.
A
Very,
lot of
very
money
true.
on the wrong ass.
Yeah, not good at all.
I don't kiss anybody's ass. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
never happy with anything. They just expect more and more and more. And I've heard the ladies at the postal office be complaining between each other. I mean, they're always very pleasant. They work very hard. They take my packages. They don't give me any grief. But I've heard them discussing some problems between them, and um and how badly they're treated and whatever. And it's like, yeah, you get a good wage, you got a good retirement to look forward to, you have good benefits. Yeah, you got a lot to complain about, you know? They're really not treated as badly as they say they are.
They have so many little bitty things that they have to do during the day, and they have to do every one of them correctly.
Yep, yep. But that's their job,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, there were lots of little piddly things that you had to do as a teacher, but you did them because that was your job, you know? like stupid taking attendance at each class, or just little piddly stupid shit that you hated doing, but you just do it because it's your job. I don't know. I don't feel sorry for people. Do your job. You get paid for it. Do it. Especially when you're being paid well to do it. Don't
Yep.
complain to me. Because I've done a hell of a lot harder jobs for way less money.
Yep.
And I was appreciative of that job.
Man, I got the Yannies.
Huh?
I
So I
had a
got the Yannies.
Oh.
had a pegboard with golf tees at the entrance to my band room, and when a kid came in, they had to pick up a golf tee and put it in the slot by their name.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
just a little
pretty
bit
good.
of trust there, because every once in a while you'd catch a kid putting up somebody else's golf tee so they wouldn't be counted tardy or whatever. But
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's a
they
good
didn't
idea.
like the consequences when they got caught doing that, so that didn't happen very often. Because the kid cheating for another kid got in more trouble than the kid who was tardy
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or skipping or whatever.
Yep.
I have a lot of teachers who wouldn't mark you tardy if you were, close. They just tell you, hey, watch it,
Yeah. Sadie, he'd be he'd pick out a few people he didn't like and take out their golf tee.
Yeah.
So what's everybody got going today?
I'm gonna list. I'm making
Gonna
Building
sales.
a
Got a list.
list.
list? List.
Nothing put you in the mood to list. And then last night when I did my show, did you guys see my items? Well, if I
Yeah.
get them listed, I found that
Yeah.
$30 item and that $45 item. That's pretty
Yep.
cool. That I paid like pretty much nothing for.
That's right,
Of
Hank.
course, I see them.
That
Oh, was
is
that a cha-ching?
correct. Yeah. What happened?
No, I don't either. Some people are just that way. They just don't care. They're just unappreciative of everything.
Oh, good.
I used to work at the casino. It was one of my first jobs. And I didn't get paid very much. Um and like but I loved my job. I really enjoyed my job. I was treated very well there. I had good benefits and that's what I needed with my baby. So I had just had a new baby, so yeah, good benefits was important to me. My husband made decent money. Anyways, so every time the casino would have a promotion, we would have some sort of promotion or whatever, and they would do some like little contest for us, and then they would have every time there was a promotion at the casino, they would give everybody a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
The workers would get a T-shirt for that promotion, and not for like that you had to wear at the casino because you had to wear your uniform at the casino, but just for like we had an ice cream social a couple times a year. Every time they had an ice cream social, we got a T-shirt that said 19 whatever ice cream social, blah blah blah.
Right.
And these people are like, These people are like, oh, whoop-de-doo, they gave us a frickin' another t-shirt. Well, I don't know. I kind of like getting a free t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's one less t-shirt I have to buy. And they're like, oh, I ain't gonna wear that. Why not? It's a free t-shirt. I don't know. I was appreciative of it because I don't buy myself a lot of clothes. So if I get a free t-shirt,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people just they want more. You know,
yeah.
they want more.
And I
And
thought
for
it was
some
cool that
reason
they
they think
said,
that they deserve that, you know. I don't know why they think they deserve that, but
and then they're like, oh, well, they don't need to give us this catered meal. They could just give us some more money in our check.
mm,
Well, they didn't have to give us that catered meal on that day. They did that to show appreciation, or whatever, give you warm, fuzzy feelings, whatever. Not that they really appreciated us, but they didn't have to do it. I've worked for companies that don't do shit for you.
yeah.
So, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, people just complain about everything. Mr. Sadie says that's ironic, Nikki. I work for the casinos, but in a different way.
Get this shipped
I
out
find
too.
better looking shirt at the Goodwill than the big stores. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's people out there that, you know, I mean, you don't have to. They didn't have to hire you, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So, this
My
is not.
husband at his job, they their bonus is they give you their bonus every year is they give you half in a check and they put half in your 401k,
Mm-hmm.
which my husband loves that because he plans on being able to live off or have his 401k.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but there's a lot of people there. Oh, that's bullshit that I can't just get the cash. So as soon as they put it in the 401k, they go and take that big hit and draw it out right away. It's like,
Right.
why don't you just leave it in there?
Yep. Yep. All right. All right. Get my button gear and
No, that's the
stuff
way
out.
I've always been, Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never understood. My company matches up to 3%. I never, and his does too. His up to a certain percent. I don't know what it is. And I told him the one day, he's like, yeah, I don't know if this was years ago when he first started there. He's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to put into my 401 yet. And I said, they match up to whatever percentage it is. I don't remember what it was, like 7% or whatever. And I says, at least put that much in because
Right.
that's like free money,
Right.
you know?
I mean, that's added to your, you know, if you want
Yeah,
to get technical, that's added to your daily wage. You know,
yeah,
that and insurance and, you know,
yeah,
it's not cheap to have an employee, you know. So you add all those little perks. They're not doing it just out of the kindness of their heart. They're doing it because they want you, you know, it's part of your wage.
yeah. They don't take that into account.
Right. A lot of people don't. A lot of
And
people
that's
don't.
some people's mentality.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm not offending anybody by what I'm saying.
I think it'll be all right. All right. Let's get this.
Yeah, and there are some people who truly need the cash. Yeah. But I mean, it's not like they're not giving you the money. They're putting it in your 401. You just can't spend it right now.
Yeah.
Cha-ching!
Did you get a cha-ching too?
Yeah.
It's the day of cha-chings. Make sure your phone's charged so
Telling
you
you.
can hear all those
Mhm.
cha-chings coming through.
Military knee pads out the door.
There you go.
There you go. Making money.
Making
Good
that
morning, Grandma.
money.
Hey, I got a question.
We're all out of answers.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I got these. These are backpack frames, and I need them to build some more backpacks. You know, I got the rucksacks, I got the shoulder straps, I got the waist belt, but some of the frames are cracked. I don't know if you can see it there. You see that?
Yeah.
These are made out of nylon. Does anybody know
Mm.
what would glue that back together and be a permanent fix? I tried
Mhm.
Gorilla Glue and it didn't work.
Mm.
You see it's
Super
separated
glue?
there? I don't know. I haven't tried super glue yet.
I don't know. I mean, if you try Gorilla Glue, that's pretty darn strong right there.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know why it didn't hold up.
Don't they have Gorilla Glue for plastics?
maybe.
I don't know. Do they?
I'm thinking they do. It's like a, almost like a super glue. I think it's just for plastics.
Huh. Plastic welding? What's that? Never heard of it.
Mm-mm.
And I tried getting out the heat gun and just melting them together, and that didn't work either.
Hmm. Maybe look into that plasti welding.
Plastic welding?
Mhm.
Plastic welding. Put that up on eBay. I might buy some from eBay.
There you go. We use it for auto body fascia. Fascia. I don't know. Fascia. I don't know how to say that word. Fascia?
Fascia.
Okay.
Oh my God, $250 for this kit?
Holy moly.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to take this stuff out. I'll be back in a few.
Hey,
here's some plastic weld glue for
show your channel while you're
$7.
how's your back doing, Lori?
It's a lot better than it was. Still catching every now
That's
and
good.
then, but at least I can move.
I wonder if
That's good.
PVC cement would work.
I don't know.
It might.
It works on PVC, I know that. Huh.
And you can't sell those without those things?
You can, but they're not worth as much. I mean,
Oh,
I,
I
I
mean,
sell I sell the belts and I sell the shoulder straps and I sell the rucksacks, but they're a lot easier and faster to sell if they're all put together.
Hank said is in a nylon polymer compound.
Yeah, it's some kind of nylon. I don't know anything more than it's nylon.
Yeah.
Um,
I would think that there is something out there that should fix it, but I don't know what. That Gorilla Tape is something sweet. We have these at the steam show. At the steam farm, we have these seats that are old bus seats. Well, old school bus seats. Um, Well, they were gonna throw them away because the stitching came out of the seats, and well, I tried to get them so that we could use them at least the one weekend. And I used that Gorilla Glue. I got some of that black Gorilla Glue, or not glue, but Gorilla Tape. And and somebody wanted to buy these things that slip over them. But I went and got some of that Gorilla Tape and I retaped them. And let me tell you, that stuff lasted that whole weekend. And the whole weekend was nothing but rain. We ended up getting rained out all weekend. And those suckers, even through winter, out in the elements, that tape is still holding on all those seats. I couldn't believe it. That Gorilla Glue or Gorilla Tape. That stuff is some tough stuff. So for like the $40 I spent on the tape, we can reuse those seats another year.
Yep.
It made them last us 2 seasons, you know. But I figured at least through the winter that Gorilla Tape would let loose, but it hasn't. That Gorilla Tape is some pretty awesome stuff. He said it didn't, he said he couldn't melt it together. He tried that.
Hank.
Selma's battered but not broken. Yeah. Put a Band-Aid on it.
Might go down and see what the Ace Hardware folks have to say about it.
Yeah, they probably have something there. That would be my recommendation, is going down to the hardware store and looking to see what they have.
Yeah. Because I got about 10 of these frames that have cracks in them. And
Oh,
you can't sell them like that. And I have plenty of shoulder straps and waist belts and rucksacks to go ahead and make full packs out of them.
mm.
Julie says, I hate. Sorry. What?
What?
Oh, I was just reading what Hank said. What?
Oh. No, Julie said, I hate that you can't see sold prices on Etsy.
Me too.
Is there any way that you can do that?
There used to be that thing on Flipper Tools that you could see it, but I don't know if they still have. I heard that they don't still have it on there.
Huh. You would think that there'd be a way to find that.
Glenn wants to know if you're near Tyler. Glenn,
Tyler? No, it's 140 miles over there.
Tyler, Texas. That's where I got bombarded by cockroaches.
Oh, is it?
My truck got swarmed with cockroach. My white truck was almost black on the outside from all the cockroaches at the Target distribution center.
Oh my gosh. Were they roaches or were they just beetles?
Cockroaches. Flying cockroaches.
Hmm. That's interesting.
I don't know. They look like cockroaches to me. I don't know. Maybe they were beetles. I don't know. That's where his dad is at. Oh.
Yeah, I don't like June bugs. I hate June bugs.
Yeah, I don't like June bugs either. Ick. Ugh.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah, different subject.
Nikki's
Ick.
getting the willies.
I hate bugs. That's why I want to be
Uh,
cremated because I don't want bugs crawling on me.
well, you wouldn't know the difference.
I know, but I still don't want it. My brother said he wanted to be buried so that the worms would eat him, and me, I don't want to be. I want to be buried, but I don't want. I want my ashes to be buried so that bugs can't crawl through my eyes and sockets and stuff.
Hank says, so how's all them sales going, everybody?
Yeah, exactly.
Believe it or not, mine are doing okay.
Good.
I still have 5 people that I'm waiting for payment on though from the auction.
Oh,
That sucks.
yeah.
But
Were they the ones that bid high on stuff?
no, they were just regular.
Mhm. Well, that's good. I hate when people sit and bid against somebody else, and then they don't pay.
Hmm.
I hate that. Because it's
Actually,
like, okay, well, I gave them a few days to pay. They haven't paid or whatever. I give them a week to pay, and they haven't paid. Well, now, like, I'm really gonna go back and ask that person if they still want it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Actually, 4 of them are from the auction. One's from yet like last night. A lady messaged me and said, "Would you take $9.99 for this pair of jeans?" And I said, "Sure."
Yeah.
And she still hasn't paid. So, but the others are already in unpaid assistance. So I don't know what'll happen.
Okay, not sure what this buyer's talking about. She messaged me saying she was interested in a shirt I wanted to bid, but she is unable because of the buyer agreement. Huh. I don't know. She's gonna have to take it up with eBay, I guess.
That's what I would say. Must be something that's popping up saying, do you agree to purchase this item? You know,
Oh, whatever happened with your what was that thing she had that she was selling on auction? That wasn't it like a box or something or no, it was can't remember now. What was that thing that you were selling that person tried to offer you like $90 for and you had just listed it on auction? How'd that auction go? Did you make good money on it?
the Air Force bag.
Yeah,
You
I
said you
got a
got a bid.
bid for $99 so far. Well, that's good.
That's really good. Nikki, I sold another one of those Western shirts that I got
Nice,
from Barb's auction.
nice. That's two of them now, isn't it?
That's 2 of them. This
Oh,
one sold for $76, I think.
oh wow.
Not
So you've
counting,
made your money.
not counting shipping on that. I think it was $89 for everything.
So you've made a profit on them now, haven't you?
N- yeah, off of the shirts, yeah.
Yeah.
Off of the whole thing, not yet, because that included that carousel, and I haven't sold that yet.
Oh.
But off of the shirts, yeah, definitely.
Hi, Carol. She's just waking up.
Do you ever sleep?
No, I stayed up for quite some time afterwards too, and listened to some drama videos, and then I listened to Michael Malloy for a while, and I finally fell asleep.
Yeah, I was up until I was working till about 11, and then my feet and my legs were really tired. I was exhausted just from working that little bit, but so I changed and came in here and watched some bin pickers videos and just kind
Uh-huh.
of relaxed for a little bit, and then went to bed about midnight and woke
Hmm.
up at 6. So yeah, Hank says Bridget, uh, she needs to contact eBay. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely. There's something to do with her, agreement um, that she has to do. So she needs to call eBay on that.
Yeah. Holy crap, Carol! You're like an hour ahead of me, so it's like 10:30 there.
Yep.
Sleepyhead. Of course, granted, last night it was an hour later than what it was when I went to bed too. So
Yeah.
I'm not much of a sleeper. I think sleep's a waste of time.
So my mother-in-law messaged me yesterday. She's like, so, do you think do you want to go have lunch on Thursday? And so I was like, well,
No, it's a
shit.
different day.
Yeah. And so I just told her, I said, this week's going to be really, really busy. I said, I, I said, if we can possibly make it on Monday, I said that would work a lot better for me because I want to start taking Monday off. And
Yeah. Didn't you
so
already have this conversation once with her?
yes, yes, but I thought I would have it again. But I mean, I feel bad because I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pushing her off, but I said, I just got a lot of things going on this week. I got to get inventory done. I got to, um, and really, like I've always said, like usually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's like my ramping up for the weekend. And
Yeah.
so I don't like to take off those days, but she's a sweet lady, and it's hard for me to like, put her off or whatever,
Yeah.
um but I said, Monday would really work for me. And she goes, "Well, we can do it Monday. We can go out to lunch Monday." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, at least you're not canceling on her. You're just putting her off. So that's
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
Cuz I would really that's for me that is like the perfect day to cuz I got to have a day that I can, clean the house, do
Mhm.
yard work, anything that I need to get done other than work.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I'd like to have that. So I can get that stuff done because it's hard to make time for everything that has to get done. Um, so Monday would work really well for me, and so hopefully that'll work out and all will be well. And
Well,
I told her, I said, I hope you thank you for understanding and
yeah.
everything. She goes, well, I know you're busy, I know you got to work and work is, that's priority. So
Time
she
is money.
understands. She understands, but she's lonely too.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a lot of, people at home and so
Well, and yeah, and it gives you somebody to hang out with too.
yeah, absolutely.
You enjoy her company.
Gets me out of the house.
Yeah, whether you want to or not.
Mhm.
Yeah, because we can be secluded. We can get ourselves to be secluded,
It's awful.
especially in the winter, especially in the winter time.
Yeah, I get to the place where I don't even like to go out because it's either cold, especially if it's cold. If it's cold,
Yeah,
I'd just rather stay in.
yeah.
Um,
In the cold weather, I'm just content just staying home. Yeah.
yeah, but she likes to go. She likes to go places and do things, so I love it. I mean, it doesn't fit me this way very well, but I still love it. And it's warm. It's kind of like a fleece inside, so it's really warm.
It's a nice color on you.
I like it. Kind of neonish. But yeah, I got a nice little mess to clean up with my stuff, so I'm hoping to make a big dent in it today and get some get some stuff done. And basically I just been going through my actual listed stuff and just kind of revamping that, and then um, kind of cheating a little bit. So I'm not actually listing new items. I'm just, you know,
It's for the new mailman.
what?
Yeah, I get it. Your shirt is for the new mailman.
Hey, who
You
got
can
a?
zip it up now so you
Yep.
have your boobies sticking out. Look at what I got to offer, baby.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Uh, yeah,
I think we got you blushing.
I think you're right. I can feel it. I can feel the redness. And it's not the jacket. Ah, that's good. I wouldn't mind meeting a friend, having a male friend to hang out with. That wouldn't be a bad thing, but
The problem is they just want so much more.
mm, yeah, and I don't have a lot of time to give.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not in the cards right now, I'd say.
Jesus Pete's.
I'll just stick around and do the work the business and keep that going.
Work it, Valerie. Work it.
Gotta work it. Oh my gosh. It's a reflection. Y'all are awful. Ah, it's all good. It'll happen one of these days. Maybe. I know, Hank. I know. Well, I've thought about, getting back on online and doing the online dating thing stuff or whatever, but I don't know. It's just I just don't got time for that, truthfully.
Now, the problem is it's just so much work
Mm.
to go through all that. Seems like
Um,
I should
Hank,
watch these. I think it's worth it.
does anybody know how it works on Macari? Like if I choose to do free shipping on a first class item, does it just take the $4 prepaid out of the item price? I believe so, yes. Well, I think people are pretty, well, I don't know. That might be kind of hard, explaining to somebody that, I have my computer family online. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they can take it or leave it, you know.
I wonder if this is worth anything.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Or if I choose to do my own label and not do the prepaid one, can I use PayPal shipping to print label or have to take them to the post office and get postage there? No, you should be able to do it. I don't know that you do PayPal, but I think you print the label through the actual site.
I don't know how it all works on Macari.
I was trying to figure out how to promote items on there also. I couldn't figure it out. I mean, is there like a monthly not sure on that one. I guess what you could do is just charge them, whatever it weighs, just put that in your price, and then you can put free shipping on it. That might be an option.
Yeah,
But you just have to be careful if they offer you something. If
yeah.
they make an option or make an offer that it's gonna, still work for you.
Hmm.
I might do that. Yeah, free shipping on first class stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't It's been a while since I sold on Mercari, like maybe I would say about a year and a half. So I can't even remember, and I'm sure they've made changes since then too. So um, just recently going back, I haven't had a sale yet. So, but
This
I'm still hopeful. It's kind
cute little pocketbook I found.
of, ooh, that is cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
It doesn't say. It says trademark or patent applied picture strip. That's all it says. Picture strip trademark. Really cute.
Is it like a coin purse?
Yeah,
It's
a little
really
bigger
cute.
than a coin purse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got this box of um like doll clothes. I don't know if they're worth washing and selling or what, because they're all kind of dingy looking.
Yeah.
But they're all kind of like, see, here's a little wool sweater, which that one I wouldn't be able to wash because it's wool.
Yeah.
I haven't. This one here's got fur on the.
I just
Well, that one's got a hole in it.
I'd almost lot them up and just as they are, I wouldn't even wash them.
Think so? They all are pretty
Yep.
dingy.
Yeah.
Oh, look
Just
at this
put
cute little,
vintage and, you know,
look at that cute little hat.
yeah.
Yeah. Bargain shopping. Nikki's looking at her dingy balls with those magnifying glasses.
My dingy balls.
Those are very handy though.
Oh, I love these things.
Yeah, I got a pair of them. They work great.
A lot of stuff in this box. Holy smokes. Here's a cute little apron. I wonder if I should just throw them all in the wash. See how they turn out.
I mean, it's not going to hurt anything if you do.
No, pick out the ones that are wool and not wash those. But
Yeah.
these are adorable. But it looks like they're all handmade or hand sewn.
I mean, if anything, you could put them on Etsy.
And like,
It
look
might
at
sell
this
might sell a little bit better over there.
cute little dress.
That is cute.
I'll figure it out. I've had them floating around forever. I think I probably paid like $3 for them all.
Wow. Yeah, I do have a list, of course, of all the little steps that I'm gonna have to take just to get ready to do inventory. So I've got a few steps that I gotta complete before that's done. What I was doing is to save room in the totes that I have all the clothing in, I was putting like sweaters, jackets, anything that was a little thicker than a shirt or, a blouse. I would put them in the bedroom has a closet. It's not a big closet. It's just, it's pretty small. And, but it got it was overflowing in there. So then I started putting them in a tote, a larger tote, and but really I need to, find places for those items rather than keep them in a tote. I think that would be better. So I did a little bit of that last night and I'm going to continue that today, getting things put away um, wherever they need to go. And and then Sally said to I was just like so like almost overwhelmed. I told Sally, I said, I need help. Tell me what to do. So She said, number your bins. I printed out all of the inventory, all the listed inventory, all of the unlisted, what is it? Unlisted inventory that I have in here in the computer and the site. And she said, you know, just go through there and if it's something that you want to relist, then you can, you know, relist it. If you find it in a tote, then you need to put the number of which tote it's in, and you know, so she helped
Wait a
me.
minute. You're asking Sally for advice on organization.
I am. I mean, she may not do it. You know what I mean. I know.
I'm kidding.
I understand. Yeah, I know.
I like the numbered bin system. It works. It's easy and it works. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll sit here and list with a box that I have numbered and everything that's going to fit in that box and put the number in the listing, and no matter what, that's what box it's in.
Mhm.
It's simple, you know,
Right.
easy to do. Um, there's no rhyme or reason to my bins. I don't have like items with like items unless I happen to have um, a like item that I listed that same day. But yeah, it's nice. You just number a bin or a box or whatever you do, and you just sit there with that box and whatever fits in there, that's the number it gets.
Right. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
no guessing. It's a simple, easy process.
Yep. So.
And I always put it in my listing because, like I said, sometimes I'm out with my phone looking for the thing, and
Mm.
um, then it's right on my listing because I can't see custom SKU with my phone. So
So it's actually in your listing
yeah, at
in
the
your
bottom of my listing.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
just
not
show
in
it
your
in the bottom of my description
okay.
because it's not a big deal. You know, when I'm looking at the item or whatever on my phone, it's not a big deal to click on item description and look at the bottom. You know,
Right.
um, I mean, it's no big deal. Everybody's always like, "Oh, that's just an extra step." Who gives a shit? You're clicking on one thing that says item description. Whoop de doo. I mean, it's really not that big of a step. You know,
Right.
it's not.
Right.
You know, oh, it should be in custom queue so that you can. No, if you're out looking for multiple items, so instead of sitting here writing down a list of where everything is, I can just take my phone out there
Mhm.
and look. You know, and the item description. Usually, my item description is so small, anyways. You can see the number right on the listing, anyways, before without clicking on anything because
Right.
I just do a basic description. You know, I don't put in all this stuff. You know, and and if it doesn't show on the main page, you just click on it and it goes.
Mhm.
I love that attitude. He gives a shit. Just get it done exactly. I used to have a card catalog that went along with my, and then I would put it in the listing so that if anybody else came in, they could look at my little card thing. I had index cards, and for each bin, I write the number on the top of that index card and make a list of what was in that bin.
Mhm.
And I had that in a little recipe holder so that if for some reason somebody else had to do my shipping for me, they could just look in that card catalog and then they could do it. But
Yeah.
uh, that was always just an extra step. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
I remember when I would be in California, and there was one time where I had Mike do my shipping. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It was one time, one and one only, you know, that was it. He was so frustrated and flustered, and he wasn't very computer literate, and I mean, he was worse than I am.
Mhm.
He could barely get the computer on and put the password in. Um, and he would be calling me in California saying, how do I do this and how do I do that? I don't have
Yeah.
time for this. And oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it's not going to work. Not going to work.
Time to put my store on vacation.
Yep. That's exactly what I did. And that's what I'll do in a
Well,
couple
and
of
my
weeks.
thing with clothing sellers, especially when you guys have like jeans.
Hmm.
I mean, how do you differentiate between the two? Multiple pairs. I mean, I look at like take Prof Sales for instance.
Hmm.
He's got those shelves of multiple pairs of jeans that look alike, and how in the hell do you differentiate between them? You know,
Well,
I mean, I
they have
understand
different
size or
they have
whatever,
different
but
they have different brand names.
yeah. But what I'm saying is okay. You have to touch all those pairs of jeans to find the right one.
Well, yeah, I
Whereas when
mean,
I
you
look
have to.
in a bin with my hard goods, and I'm not saying anything against clothing sellers, I'm just saying
Right.
this is how my mind is working about clothing. Um, I look in my bin and I have a dish, I have a clock, I have a picture, I have a car part, I have a spoon, I have maybe a shirt in there. You know, I know if I need to get that shirt, that's the only shirt in there. I can go and grab it fast. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
I think you guys it would take an awful long time to do.
Well,
To
yeah,
get your stuff.
it's not as simple as reaching in a box and identifying what you need and grabbing it. It's
Mm.
not. It's not ever going to be that simple. Um,
No.
but unless you have some kind of numbered system when
Yeah.
they're in the box and they're standing straight up, and you look for that number and it's that number, and you just you go to that number and that's it. I mean, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Does that
I
actually
like
happen?
that.
No, not with me.
I like that clothespin method that most people do.
Yeah,
That's a neat method
yeah,
for clothing. I would have to do something like that with clothing, I think, if I ever started selling clothing.
yeah,
I think that's a good method.
yeah. But for me, it's just I know what piece I need, and I know what I've got everything individually, uh, by totes and by size. I have everything separated. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have, 50 items in that box. And I'm going to, more than likely it's going to be at the bottom of the box because that's just what happens. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go to the very bottom to get the item, and, you know, and that's just what I got to do.
Yeah.
Um, is there a simpler method? Oh, I'm sure there is. I could get bankers boxes and, stack everything up, but not everything, especially with clothing, not everything's going to be uniform. You're going to have sweaters, you're going to have more bulkier items, you're going to have
Yeah.
thinner items. So it's just not going to work out like that. Um, so for me, sometimes it's just better to have, until I find a simpler way. This
Yeah.
it's right now it's as good as it can get.
Yeah.
So for me
Yeah. I
anyway.
don't know how you guys do it with all similar stuff. Kids Deals and More says, Nikki, for that reason, I don't list similar jean size at the same time. I don't want them to be in the same bin. So every bin of mine has a few pairs of jeans, different brands, different size.
Yeah.
Carol says, Nikki, my stuff is all over the place. I know, and she's got like 5,000 items
Oh wow.
or something like that. Don't you, Carol? Like 5,000, I think
That's
she said.
crazy.
You
The
need
lady
an
just
inventory system, Carol.
The lady just paid for her jeans, so that's good. I've had
That's good.
two people pay for their stuff, so come
Or like
on.
Dustin used to have all of his stuff on shelves, you know.
Mm,
I had tried that method a long time ago, and that just didn't work for me. First of all, because I sell a lot of breakable stuff. So if you end up knocking something, well, now you just lost that.
right.
And also, sometimes it's easy to just overlook something when you have a whole shelf of stuff, you know. So that system never worked for me either. I mean, it works for some people, granted, you know, whatever works best for each individual. I mean, this ain't a cookie cutter business, you know, so
No.
we have to do whatever works for us.
Yep.
I do a bin system, but I number most items 1 through 50 in this bin. It's IKEA box. Yeah. Hi, Sassy. Um,
And see on my hard goods, I have everything on shelves. So
yeah.
everything, all my hard goods are in, in a shelf on a shelf.
Oh,
Um, and yeah, it can be especially if you've got a lot of stuff on each shelf. Yeah, it can be difficult.
yeah. I mean, even in my numbered bin system, I have overlooked things. You know, like I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be in this bin, and I can't find the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've had to have my husband. I've had to have my husband look, and he's like, "It's right here, dummy." You know, and I've overlooked it. You know, but yeah, I don't know how you guys do it with clothing,
Yeah.
or like scavenger life. I haven't heard if they've revamped their inventory lately since they built their new building, but I mean they used to have things like um like all men's shoes in this box, all wood items in this box, all metal items in this box, you know. I don't know how the hell they do. You know, they got like, 10 boxes of metal items, you know. Well, now you got to go and look through all these damn boxes.
Right.
I ran out of bins, so the horde took over, and now I'm screwed. Oh God, couldn't even imagine having to revamp your inventory, Carol.
Yeah. That's really, I mean, in all reality, right now is actually the perfect time for me to do inventory is because the item, I don't have near as many as what I did.
Yeah.
Um, so we use the flat shirt type priority boxes on metal shelves, like books, big clothes. We use the number 7 priority. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
hmm Yeah. Yeah, me, if I sold clothes, I would probably have to put everything in their packages that they would be shipped in and do like the clothespin method or something, I would think. And have it like a file system almost or something.
Yeah.
Or like Kids Deals and More said, have list different items and put them in, have
Right,
different items in the same
because
bin.
what she does is whatever she lists for the day, it goes in a bin.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then she numbers it, letters it, and numbers it. So, that way, whatever she lists for that day, it has its own special bin.
yeah. That's the way I
That's,
do it with my hard goods. Everything's in a
yeah.
bin.
Sassy Seller says I finished
And then
inventory 1,150 items, 113 items not listed. That's pretty good.
now when I used to part out vacuum cleaner parts, I would take a box and that vacuum cleaner would have its own box.
Hmm.
So so then I would know I would just go to that box. So
Right.
that would work, if I had multiple items for one thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to write what's in each box. I started doing it with the box, and then I decided with the index cards was a little more because when I would remove them from when I would remove items from boxes and I started getting empty boxes and wanted to add items to that boxes, and I had a lot of crossing out and rewriting. So yeah, that's why I did the index card thing.
Date listed and item numbered. Grandma Magic Classic says I still look for something 10 times where it is supposed to be, then find it
Yeah,
in the first spot I looked. Yeah,
yeah.
I know that feeling. It's
Yeah,
like
I never
sometimes,
put the date listed and item number. I never did that. I just put what the item was.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Hank, that's a pain in the butt.
that's right.
Date listed and item number. I think that's going a little too far. Who cares? Just put the item down. But one thing I used to like about because when I used to work outside the home, um, I would jot a bunch of stuff down about each item and then take the pictures in notebook, which in sometimes would help me when I was going to look for something and it wasn't where I was supposed to have it.
Hmm.
I could go back into my notebook and see what I listed it by. What was what was what was the thing before it or after it that I listed,
Hmm.
and wherever that was, that's usually where it was. So that kind of work too helped me out, but I don't do that anymore. I had to do it that way because my phone was it was such a pain in the ass to list from my phone at the time, when I had my Windows phone. Um, it took too long to just list the item. It was a lot faster to do it that way. I just need sales that would help my organization, Kelly. Ain't that the truth?
Amelia Sells says I prepackage most everything, number the box, and have multiple shelves and cubbies that are assigned in a number. Are assigned a number. So SKU is item number and shelf location. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I've thought of doing that, because of putting pre-packaging my items, but not like taping them completely shut because in case you sell multiple items. I've thought of doing that too. That would be the perfect thing to do, but
Yeah.
maybe when I get my building, I'll do something like that. But then I
Yeah.
think, well, am I going to lose space? Am I going to lose valuable space doing it that way? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I just wish I would have been a little more diligent about, you know, doing my inventory and that's kind of the good thing about not having such a large, inventory or, trying to keep it down to a minimum is, you can keep track of things a little bit better.
Oh,
Where it's not going to be um, so jumble. I know I'm going to have, I would guess, if I was going to guess, I would say there's probably 500 items in that inventory that is not listed.
yeah,
I would say. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff.
yeah.
So, it's just, trying to make it better.
I
And if
remember
I
when I first was getting bigger, I didn't have an organization until I got up to like 500 items. Then after 500 items, you end up forgetting where stuff is. Up to like 500 items, I knew exactly where everything was. Um, But once it got over 500 items, then I was like forgetting where stuff was, and it was like, oh my god, I need to do something now.
You
Yeah.
sound
You
like
know? Huh?
sound like Jim.
Yeah.
We have
Once I got past,
all of our engine parts are in totes. So it'd be like in the title, it'll say T1 through T22, whatever. So we know that's a tote you got to go in for that part. And then like clothing, I put in those priority shirt boxes and then right on the binding or the edge, like what it is. And those are in like bookshelves. But then like other stuff like glassware, I'll be like, well, I put it in the glassware shelf. Or if it's like oil cans, I put them on the oil can shelf. And Jim hates that. He wants to have like numbered shelves and stuff like that. But I'm like, well, there's some stuff you can't put in a tote. If it's like a piece of glassware that'll get chipped or something while you're digging through that tote for other stuff, like a crazy beaver, it's going to get chipped. So I got to have it like on a shelf. So, okay, this is glassware. I know going to be safe on this shelf until it sells.
If you walked into the post office and put an envelope on the counter and said, yeah, I'd like this letter to go to Bill in New Jersey, they'd look at you like you were flipping insane.
yeah.
Right? Everything should have an address, right? Bill's got a last name. He lives on a street, and in the house he lives on, there's a number on the front of the flipping building.
Now,
Well,
see,
the office does it that way.
Now, see, everything, and I used to sell a lot of glassware, and all my bins had all my glassware in it. And honestly, I never had problem with breakage in my bins. If it was fine glassware, like fine china, sometimes I would wrap that stuff or have a little bit of bubble wrap in between things. But yeah, I very rarely had that problem. But when you get like for instance, the way you do it, where you have all these different multiple ways of organizing your stuff, to me, I mean, it may work for you, but to me, that would get confusing. Whereas my system is it's in a numbered bin, period.
Okay, well, if like, let's say
I don't have to look for different shelves or different this or that. My bins are all in one spot. It's in a numbered bin. Look for that number, and that's it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, but if it's like an oil can, I know if I put it on the oil can shelf, it's with the other oil cans. If it's a wash and box plate, it's with the rest of the wash and box plates on the wash and box shelf.
No. It is not. Yeah, I find oil cans it's a 2.5 car garage that's got over 3,000 items in inventory in it. And I will find oil cans in every four corners of that.
You do not.
Because as soon as she fills up the one shelf with the oil cans, and all of a sudden they start going across the room in some other shelf with like paper thing or with ephemera or crystal or whatever. Yeah, there's car parts with knickknacks. It's a huge mess.
No.
That's why I make her
I
go out and get the
disagree.
stuff. I just gave up. She has to go get it. There, I said it.
This is the problem I have is I'll put something on a shelf and then he'll decide this doesn't belong on this shelf. He'll go move it to some other freaking shelf and I'll have no idea where he put it.
Like
he does this to me all the time.
Because I mean, at least we should be trying to clump the stuff with like things.
Yeah, but he won't put it with like things. He'll take something, he'll wander around in a circle for 10 minutes with it and then deposit it who knows where. And then yell, but he moved it.
Well, that's a problem you guys have is too many chefs in the kitchen. You know.
I would let him do all the cooking, but it never works that way.
Well, that's why I say it would be better if you did just numbered bins, period. Then it's in the numbered bin. You sit there with that bin or that box or whatever if you can't afford bins. You sit there with that box.
If it's a breakable item, I cannot have him go pick that out of a tote because he looks like a beaver digging through stuff, and he will chip stuff that's breakable. That's why I don't put that kind of stuff. That's
because he's in a hurry looking for stuff because he's taking so much time looking for stuff on other shelves. Whereas if things were in their own numbered bin, it wouldn't take as long to find things because you just go to that numbered bin and it's right there. So then you don't have to hurry up and rush like an angry beaver. You just go right to that bin and grab it out, and it'll save time on finding stuff.
Jim,
I like Nikki's Dr. Phil technique. I'm agreeing with Nikki.
It doesn't have to be that hard.
out this morning. I went and picked everything for shipment by myself without him. It was a relaxing, calm experience. I just walked around and went and grabbed everything we sold and brought it in for him while he sits in here eating his Egg McMuffins. That's the way yeah, it's a lot more. That's what makes it more calm. If he just lets me go do it by myself.
I was on so
Well, there you go. I mean, if you don't mind doing it, then that's okay. I mean, if you've got a system that works in your mind and you're the only one that has to go do it, then that's great. But if anybody else has to go and figure out what was in your head when you listed that item, then you get into a problem.
It would be very easy to figure out what was in my head. Oh, it's glassware. I'll go to the glassware shelf.
And then when it doesn't work out, I get to type, "Thank you for your purchase. After an exhaustive search, we were unable to find your item in our inventory. Please accept my apology and a full refund."
Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I just like the numbered bin system. And like I said, if we part out a car or if we part out if I part out a vacuum cleaner, those things have their own boxes.
Right.
So,
yes, that should be in a bin. If you parted out a vacuum cleaner, it should be in the parts bins. Yes, I agree with you. You cannot put plates in a bin. Here, I said it. I know you're going to disagree with me, Jim, but you cannot do it, and I won't do it. There.
You just have to be careful when you look through those breakable bins. That's all. I mean, you don't have to go in there like Grant took Richmond. Just
you don't live with Jim. That's how he handles everything. He goes in like Grant took Richmond. It's like a crazy whirling dervish going through stuff. If you live with Jim, then you'd be like, "Oh yes, I understand why breakables do not work in totes for you guys." Yes.
Debatable.
It's like the Tasmanian devil. Remember how it used to be like that tornado that just rolling around, like messing stuff up? That's Jim. He like gets into something. I'll be like, just leave it alone. But he can't. And then he starts like throwing shit around. He's like, yeah, this is how organized wrong. And then stuff starts getting thrown around and that. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. Anyway.
Hi, Violet Lemon.
Okay, whatever.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Valerie.
Oh, no.
Say hi to Alana, too.
Hi, Alana.
Well, the problem is you live with an angry beaver. So.
There, I'll agree with you on that, Nikki. Yes.
Who I'm talking to, I don't know. I may be talking to Jim. I may be talking to Tara.
Hey, I'm no angry for Nikki. He's like you ever see like a raccoon digging through a garbage can? That's what Jim. I said angry beaver. It's more like a tenacious raccoon. You know, like they're in a garbage can. They're just digging in it. And stuff's coming out behind him and stuff. That's Jim. And he also gets that when he gets like confused or like he'll get that stupid raccoon look on his face. He has a lot of raccoon traits, actually.
Jim, Valerie needs a new another tutorial how to use her little Egg McMuffin thing. Because I don't think I'm using the machine right. The egg flows down the machine and goes everywhere. I need another tutorial from Jim.
Whoa, that's a Jim thing.
The egg goes in the top compartment with the trap door shut. The Egg McMuffin, it goes from bottom to top. The thing on the bottom burner is the bottom of the McMuffin, is the bottom slice of the muffin, then the meat, then the cheese, then you shut the second lid, the one with the trap door. Then you put the egg in that top compartment with the trap door.
Shut.
You put an Egg McMuffin top on that, on top of the egg. Then you shut the top lid. Then you cook it for 5 minutes. Then you slide the trap door open so the egg and the top muffin, the cooked egg and the top muffin are allowed to drop down onto the cheese. And then you open up the whole stack with a spatula underneath, and then you slide it out and put it on your plate. And it should come out just like a McDonald's Egg McMuffin.
I think you may need to do a video
Oh my gosh.
She said she does that, but it still goes it goes through. It just still
Really?
like
Because mine watered like a frog's butt.
I don't know anything about that, but
that is from that movie Gung Ho with Michael Keaton.
Oh.
He talks to the Japanese guys. He goes, "Hey, is a frog's ass watertight?" And then the Japanese guys all go in a circle. There's like 8 of them. They all just debate it and just come back. Yes, we believe it is.
Yeah, she says her egg is seeping through her trapdoor.
There should be that.
Okay. There's doctors for that.
I mean, you are shutting it all the way, right? It's not like cracked open.
Sounds like you need a crack spatula.
She said hers is defective. Julie Van Aram says my husband is like a moose in a chandelier shop when he tries to help me sort or pull jewelry. Get out, get out. Yeah. And that's what I say, a bull in the china shop. Sherry said hers is like a bull in the china shop.
Even try. He'll go out there. I'll be like, oh, this is on that shelf. He'll go out there. He'll come back. Stupid raccoon look. I can't find it. I'll go out there. I'll walk right to it. I'm like, do you ever use your eyes when you're out there? You got these two things in your head called eyeballs.
If you go to Walmart and you want motor oil, would you?
Yeah, you go to the motor oil shelf.
Department?
Would you expect to go to Walmart and dig through a tote to find the motor oil, or would you go to the motor oil shelf?
Oh, here's a spark
plug. My thing is, how do you know what has a separate shelf? Like you say, okay, there's a motor oil shelf. How do we know that there's not like a computer game shelf? Or how do we know there's not like a knick-knack shelf?
A computer game shelf.
Yeah, it's like the shifting.
How do you know
there
that?
is a computer game shelf.
It changes daily.
It's a book. It's a wood bookshelf in the what I call small eBay room. Yeah.
It's the one thing I miss
DVDs on a shelf.
Is not having to think about that inventory.
Tube cabinet has small stuff that might get lost, like a watch or like a souvenir coin or something. It's an all-right system. The problem is it's gotten cluttered because he's got his crap getting cluttering it off.
Because there's 3,000 flipping things in there.
See, that's why I like the bin system. It's just simple. Just, numbered bin, go to that numbered bin. Boom, it's done.
Well, what I'm doing and I haven't, because, we're always doing this stuff. Like I'm packing boxes right now. What we are doing is taking a 8 by 12 by 12 box that you can find very readily in many places. They're white, red, white, and blue, and writing, giving it a number, and then putting the small breakable items into those smaller 8 by 12 by 12 boxes so they don't get crushed in a big tote.
Yeah, that would work.
So that's what I'm putting those on the shelf. So when you walk up, it's for eBay room. It's E101, E102. When you go in E102, item in there because that number will be in the title line of the thing. So that's why I'm involuntarily, without any permission from her, I'm just going into the eBay room and doing it.
I don't
put anything in the title because that's valuable real estate. That's why I showed in the description.
I can tell you if you're.
I put it in the title because he's out there with his smartphone and it's too hard to bring up the description. So all he has to do is bring up the title and it's there.
Why is it too hard to bring up the description? That's what I was saying earlier. You look at it, and if your description is short enough, it's right there. If not, you just click on item description. It's right there. It's not a big deal.
Right, like inventory, whatever. It's just E101 at the end of the thing. The customer doesn't know what that number means. It's just there. It's like, what is that? So I know.
Yeah.
Like if you're you know the kosher symbol on food. A lot of people look at the kosher symbol, they don't even know what it is on the box.
But you know what I'm saying though? I mean, like you've had those items where it's like, God dang it, I don't have enough characters in my title. So then you got to shorten it. So E101, that's 4 characters that you could have used for your title.
Well, to me, being able to not having to write the sympathy letter, hey, I couldn't find that thing that you were going to give to your friend for a gift or whatever, and I've ruined your entire day by not having it in inventory. To me, honestly, that's more important.
That's why I put it in the description.
There is some characters that I use up, but very seldom in my title do I use up all of my characters.
And I pull items with my cell phone, with the smartphone, and by the time you wait to pull up that description and then find it, it's just so much easier if it's right in the title. I mean, it's like bam, bam, bam. That's because all the parts are like that. They all of our
like
parts,
out in the metal building, the cell phone doesn't really work. It doesn't get reception because
no, I put it on. Yeah, but I put it on data.
Oh,
yeah, it works. That's how I do it out there.
Okay.
But every one of those has the number in the description. I mean, it's just so easy for me to pull up parts. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
It's
not that big of a deal to go to that next step of just opening up the description to me. But I mean, that's all in what you choose, you know.
Well, you're not Jim either.
And honestly, when I make titles, I'm usually using almost all my characters. I mean, on some stuff that's brand new in the box or whatever that.
Well, I'll give you an example. I'm doing a listing right now. It's for a postcard. It's a real picture postcard. This is my description. Antique, U.S. Monitor, Arkansas, RPPC, colorized, on-posted, World War I postcard. I still have, I still have 14 characters left.
Yo, don't forget.
I'm not going to use those other 14 characters.
Put look and wow.
I don't use look, wow, or rare.
No, I don't either.
Limited quantity.
Limited free shipping with 10 exclamation marks behind it.
There you go.
Anyway.
The look with those curly Q things, what are they called?
Ampersands?
Is that what they are?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, that was a good discussion about inventory.
Yeah,
Karen,
Cindy says
Karen's
I
at
put
the
the inventory number in the title too, but I'll tell you, I found out last week if somehow you forget to put that number in, it's nearly impossible to find. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I say. You know, the system, the bin system, numbered bin system is simple as long as you follow it. I mean, I've been guilty of going out there, grabbing something, bringing it in and measuring it and whatever, and saying, oh, well, I'll put it back in its right bin tomorrow, you know, or whatever. And I've been guilty of that myself. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, where's that item? You know?
I can give you a good tip on locating ones that you forgot to label. Remember, well, if you could remember, try to remember what you listed with that item, a similar item, and search that item and that similar item in your email. Because typically you should get an email from in your, well, we use Chrome, so we get Google Mail, and we can search by the date of our emails, and it'll say, congratulations, you just listed this widget. Congratulations, you just listed this brown widget. Well, if you listed the brown widget and the regular widget the same day, they should probably be in the same tote.
Right.
Yeah.
Helps you locate it. So that's how we do it. We search our email.
That's true. That's true.
I do that too.
All the time.
Shut up. Oh my God. Yes, we do have stuff where it's like, oh my God, I can't find it. Sometimes I'll say, hey, Jim, do you know where this item is? And I have it, and I just say it just to mess with them.
Yeah, today.
Nice.
You did that with
I'll say I can't find it, or I'll tell them it's damaged. It's not. I just do it to mess with them.
just this morning, she comes up, she goes, I can't find that flower flower. I don't know what we're going to do. And she goes, oh, yeah, and these playing cards, it's a double pack of playing cards. She goes, oh, yeah, the cardboard's ripped. Did I call that in the description? I'm like, what? Just for kicks.
What I hate is when you go out to your inventory to look for something, and this is something that you've seen a bazillion times. You remember seeing this many times looking for another item, and then when you do sell it, you go to look for it, and it's not there. And you're like, I know I've seen this like every single time I've been out here in the inventory, you know? But then when you go out there to find it, it's never there. It's like, what the hell? You know?
Don't get me started, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Stop grumbling.
Yeah, Jim.
No, I'm trying the contract.
I know. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Jim was listening to Dr. Phil yesterday on YouTube, and I saw Mr. Dr. Phil Wisdom.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. He was watching that YouTuber.
Don't blow her
yeah,
up.
there was a YouTuber that was on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, we can't say her name on air. She might sue you.
No, I don't want to bring that kind of
Oh,
attention to like Valerie, but I've been sucked down the rabbit hole anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Old growling beaver.
I like Tenacious Raccoon better. It fits his personality more.
Oh my gosh.
Tara Lugnut came and woke me up this morning.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Go outside?
No, he just wanted to wake me up and get pet.
Well, that's good.
But he got out of bed and came into the living room, into the living room, and woke me up. So
awesome.
That's a plus.
Nikki, did you give a link to my sister that the one that uses the F word and a V? Did you send that to? Did you tell her about that channel on YouTube?
Oh, I sent it to all you guys.
Oh, okay.
In the group. Why?
No, just because I think she'd enjoy it. I just sent her an email. I said you should be watching the show this morning. Drama.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I know
gosh.
because I was wondering. I put something in there. I don't remember what I put in there, what channel, but I remember asking Tara, "Do you think Liz will think less of me if she goes and sees that channel?" Because I was worried what Liz would think. And
she'd probably like it.
Yeah, and then Tara's like, "Don't worry, she ain't gonna think less of you. She probably likes it." Okay. Yeah, Lug is getting a lot better fast. Yeah. Today he was kind of in a good mood and moving around pretty good, so I didn't give him any pills because my friend told me you don't want to make him too comfortable where he's overdoing it too.
Mm-hmm.
So he was feeling pretty good. His spirits were up and stuff, so I didn't give him any pills this morning because he was already feeling pretty good, so I don't want him to overdo it yet. He's still kind of, you can tell, I think his hips or his back is probably still bothering him a bit. You can see the way he walks. So I don't want him to feel too good and overdo it.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, he can still feel the pain or feel the uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
You know, and so he'll take it easy, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because she told me, she said you can give him the aspirin, twice a day. She said you can give it to him up to 3 times a day, but she said if he really needs it. Mm-hmm. But if he's comfortable with just 2 times a day, do that, because if you give it to him all 3 times a day, well, then he might start feeling way too good and then overdoing it, which makes sense to me, So I kind of laid off the pills this morning. I didn't give him any yet. And he seems to be fine. So yeah, he needs less pain medicine. So he's doing good. I mean, because he went all night without any pain medicine this morning, and he's still wagging his tail and happy and everything. So yeah. Not that I want him to feel pain, but I want him to feel a little bit of pain so that he knows, hey, I got to settle down a little bit. Because I know, like, when I'm like on prednisone and I feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof and I do all this stuff, well, when I come off of that prednisone, I'm a hurting unit,
Yeah, antibiotics the same thing. You'll overdo it. You think you think you're better, but you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, he's doing really good. Really, really doing good. Every day he gets better. And like I said, I was going to take him to the vet the other day, but he's improving. So why? Because almost every dog I've ever known, if their hind legs aren't working right, the vet almost always says, kill them. So that was another thing that I was worried about too, is the vet going to say, hey, you need to put him to sleep because his hind legs aren't working right, which now his hind legs are working. You can just see that he's just a little uncomfortable now. So, and a few days ago, the way he was dragging, would the vet have told me to put him to sleep? I don't know. I don't want that. I didn't want that. So. anyways, my thought process is a little different than some, I guess.
We'll agree on that, Nikki.
I had a lab. I think like the last 3 years of his life, I had to pick him up. He'd go outside, and then I'd have to go out when he was done doing his business.
I mean, he'd walk around, but yeah, he needed a boost getting up from a laying down position.
And then I got that Ehrlichium or Lyme's, whatever it was. They gave me the antibiotics for it from the tick bite. So when I had left over the prescription, I gave to the dog, and he was able to walk the last. Well, he probably lived about another 8 months, but he's able to get up by himself.
Yeah.
And his antibiotics, so whatever it was some kind of infection. But it was the same thing. That wanted to put him down. It's like, oh yeah, it's low quality of life. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. And if I thought Luggy was going to have a low quality of life, yeah, I would have him put to sleep. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Maureen. But he seems to be fine. Getting better. He's got his age. He's not even 2 years old, so he's got his age on his side. If he would have been an old dog, yeah, chances are he probably would have been put down because, old dogs may not come back from it, but yeah.
Well, and you got to be, I mean, it's common sense. If the dog is like making noises when they get up, like they're yiping or howling, they're having some kind of, extreme pain or something, you got to ask yourself, am I keeping the dog alive because I want the dog to enjoy life, or am I keeping the dog alive because I'll miss it too much? If
Exactly.
it's and not for the dog, you should probably let the dog go.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I had to. That was the decision I had to make with my Gus. It was getting to the point where he had a hard time getting his butt up in the morning, and literally, and yeah, eventually I had to be like, you know what? Even though I love my dog, I have to get rid of him. And I double checked with the vet. I'm like, are you sure this is the right decision? Do you think he's suffering? And she was like, yeah, it's the right decision.
They're like, yeah.
He thinks he was attacked by something. Violet Lemon, I think he was attacked by something. We still don't know.
Valerie made a video about her sandwich maker, I think, Jim.
What?
Well, there it is. Yeah, she's gonna do it. Okay, go watch it on your own computer. Right. She's putting her sausage in her
I'm like, Valerie, you need to make a video about ones that do work.
I'm noticing he had, like with the broken tooth, he has some sores by his mouth. I found more sores on him. So yeah, he was definitely attacked by something.
Shut the trap door. There goes her egg.
Shut the front door. Oh, that's not exactly the way I do
it. You better make a video, Jim.
Yeah, it's close. Okay. Oh no, girl, what you doing? She's on top of there.
Her egg's leaking out the side, like down at the bottom.
I can see an air hole through it. Oh, and I break the yolk with the eggshell. Oh, that's too much salt.
That's too much salt. Hi, Deb.
Now we're looking at the, oh, wow, right down the bottom. How the hell did it slip down there? Oh, yeah, it's going through right out the sides. I'll be dipped. Mine does not do that. Valerie, I also don't apply any pressure to it either. I don't push down, and when I break the yolk, I don't use the top bread to break the yolk. When I crack the eggshell, I crack it right into the top container, and then I use a sharp part of the eggshell just to pierce the yolk.
I wonder if because you pierce your yolk, if that makes it thicker, if that's the eggs whites are easier, can have an easier time running.
Well, I can see air through it in their video, though. I can see an air gap. Mine has no air gap.
Oh.
Did she get hers used?
They're real glitchy, guys.
Uh-oh. I'll restart.
Oh, this is critical information.
Oh, boy.
This is great watching a video, listening to someone watch a video who just made a video.
They should do that more often, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so now we got to find out the culprit to what attacked the plug nut and get rid of it.
Is it better now?
Yes.
My husband probably needs to go shoot something.
Shoot something.
Yeah, we need to find out what attacked Luggy and get rid of it.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't get attacked again.
Tara was watching some video of a fisher killing a fox. It was
Yeah, it was a fisher killing a gray fox, Nikki.
No.
I mean, you gotta give it up for that. That's one tough thing. I had somebody I knew here that they had Rottweilers, and the Rottweiler chased the fisher up into they had a stump pile where they cleared off some land. Yeah. And the fisher got in that stump pile and turned around, and he bit that Rottweiler so fast it sliced the Rottweiler's tongue in half. Waterways, like a serpent's tongue. It
wow.
It right those things they're wicked.
Those things are mean, boy. Those things are nasty.
She could twist it. She had a tongue piercing that got pulled out, and she could actually take, honest to gosh, and she could take her tongue, she could take the two ends of her tongue and twist them together.
Like fingers?
Yep, over.
Oh, that's wrong.
She's like, yeah, look at this, what I can do.
No.
Like, yikes.
Yeah, look what I can do. Yeah, you need to stay away from me now with your weird tongue.
Last time I seen a tongue like that was at the drive-in watching a movie. Creature with a split tongue.
Serpent from the Black.
Anyway, let's get back to Texas Valerie's cooker, though. I can see air gaps in your video. I could not see. There are no air gaps in mine. Mine is flush and tight. So there's something not right with that cooker. There's a defect there. I'm very sorry.
And Jim does break his yolk, and I wonder if the egg whites run through faster.
I can't see no light through mine. Mine is very precise, machined tight fit. I can see air holes in hers. There's something's bent or something.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm not picking on your thing, but something's wrong with it.
Get it.
That's what she said.
I wonder.
That was me.
I have a question.
Hey, Lori.
Howdy.
I have a question.
What?
This thing is worth $45.
Yeah.
But it has a little bend in it. See that little bend? Do you think I could? I think I could bend that back. Don't you think?
Is it listed now or
no?
No, it's not listed.
As long as you bend it before you list it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be able to bend that back.
I think you should be able to.
And after you bend it, if it's not totally perfect, just call. Say, "Oh, there's a slight, bend in the edge."
Yeah. He says, "Okay, sounds good. Thank you for letting me know, Jim."
Yeah, sorry. Well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with that cooker.
And this one, I don't know if this is an actual. I suppose I could open it up.
I can't see her in mine.
It looks like a Hummel type print. It looks like
Hummel.
Is it a Hummel or a Hummel style?
Yeah, it's a Hummel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's signed by Hummel. I don't know if it's an actual.
Hi, Ansley.
It's got.
Good morning.
Can you see those markings there?
Yeah.
See on the bottom there? Do you know what the markings are for?
Well,
You're seeing it for?
Wait a minute.
I mean, they look like a pair of circles with like some letters in one of the circles.
Yeah,
one's a C and then one's a ASM.
Yeah, one says ASM and it looks like a.
But didn't I don't know a lot about Hummels, so I'm not gonna act like an expert. But didn't Hummels any like different because they had a lot of different artists in their studios? Didn't they? When the artist would market, they do some kind of initialing and a symbol on them.
Oh, I don't know. Nikki, you had me looking into improv. Nice. It even says lucky you. Yeah, lucky you. You get to pay for the rest of your fucking life.
Wow. You grandfathered in forever. Forever.
I'm going to take it out of this frame and see.
Not that I can't. I shouldn't. There you go.
Well, start using it then.
Yeah, put it to use. Put it to good use.
Yep. Then you won't feel so bad paying that $9.99 a month or whatever.
Grandma Magic Classic says, just spent an hour looking for my daughter's keys.
Oh boy.
That's never fun. Forever and ever. Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
In the great words of Randy Travis.
Mm-hmm. Mother's Mustache says, I used to love Ink Frog.
Yeah. I've never used it myself. I have a hard time buying subscriptions to stuff. You know, I used to listen to all these people who had subscription to this, subscription to that, subscription to this, subscription to that, and it's like, God, how are you making any money if you got all these goddamn subscriptions?
Okay, Alana says those marks date when that print was made.
Oh.
They used crown marks from 1930 to 1945.
Oh, this ain't worth shit.
Oh.
This is it's not even a freaking.
Is it a calendar top?
Yeah, it's out of like a magazine or something. Yeah, it's like a page out of something, like an art book.
Yeah.
It ain't worth shit.
Uh-oh. Well?
Oh, well. I didn't pay nothing for it, so. It was in a pile of crap that I got for
cool.
So, you know, nothing. I'll keep it hung on my. I've had it on my bedroom wall. I'll just keep it on my bedroom wall. Cute. If I can get it back in, that is.
Yeah, that was a great deal. $4.99 a month.
Oh, too bad you didn't stay on the legacy.
Because I'm like, this is dated 1908. This is from when the Great White Fleet sailed. That Teddy Roosevelt sent out. They did that tour of the world with the Great White Fleet.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the white ships. It's got that gold thing on the front.
Kentucky was in it. This is, because I'm like, God, these are older than World War I postcards. It's from the Great White Fleet.
Good old
Teddy. Mine on fire this morning.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Something's on fire?
Nikki's on fire this morning, Kids Dealing More said.
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought maybe this special.
Oh, this ain't worth poop. She said the F. You got the chocolate pudding symbol.
Well, that sucks. I thought, oh, Hummel, maybe that's worth something. Nope. Oh, well. It's cute. I like it. It'll stay on my wall.
There you go.
Now I don't have to sell it.
There you go.
Right side of everything, right?
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Mm-hmm.
God dang it.
Oh my gosh, this woman who shot the woman's family warned police.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot them. Is it like a crime of passion somebody went nutty?
No, I think she's mad. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know.
Is her name Pam?
No, it's Ismail Agdamam. Agdamam? Ismail Ismail Agdam.
Oh boy.
No, I mean the woman for S.
She's from Iran.
Somebody said Pam was in the hospital yesterday, so I was wondering if that was the lady from STF.
No, this is the lady who had the YouTube event and killed herself.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that was sad that happened.
But her parents knew that she was talking about. I mean, she said that the parents went to the police, said she was, exhibiting nutty behavior, and nothing was done.
Yeah, that's sad.
I've had this thing on my wall for like probably 3 years, and I never noticed that it's not really a painting. I've never really looked at it that closely, but I needed stuff for Listed or Ditch It last night, so I was grabbing shit. I told my husband, I said, give me that picture off the wall there. And he's like, why? I was like, well, put it on Listed or Ditch It tonight. Maybe it's a Hummel, maybe it's worth something.
Oh.
That's not worth it. Oh well. Oh,
Hey, according to this woman's father, the reason she was ranting and going angry, I thought she was an employee or something that went in there like to get a boyfriend or something. No, she was mad because YouTube was censoring and demonetizing videos.
really?
To her father.
Oh my gosh!
It's on what newsfeed is this? The Western Journal. I'll put a link in the chat thing.
They shouldn't have demonetized. Look what happened.
No, I mean, but you got people are getting the social media. People are getting a little unstable with it. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, people take this stuff way too seriously.
Well, like we were talking yesterday with these like drama videos. I mean, they're really. I mean, not verbally. They verbally attack other people, but I mean, they're like calling the cops, CPS, welfare, whatever, on these people that are making these channels. It's insane.
Way too liberally.
Yeah. There was they called a truce. I was listening to it a little bit yesterday. I was listening. They called a truce. She goes, "Yeah, we need to move on. It's too much. We need to put this behind us. We'll have new drama this summer. We need to start over with some new drama and get this old drama behind us." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So they pretty much want to wrap this one up so they can go find some new drama to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I took the links away from the bottom of the description bubble. All those people can't link to affiliates anymore. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I guess that's what Alana says.
I have links to my affiliates underneath my description.
All it shows is channel name, category, and license.
Huh. Let me go look. I could have sworn my. Now they don't want you to go off of their channel, off their site, I suppose.
She said they took descriptions away too. Huh.
Yeah, mine's still there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's still there too. I don't know. Look right here on Valerie's. Well, it's just because I haven't put one on yet. I didn't do a description before, so I have to go back and do it.
Pretty girl. I mean, not that that's got anything to do with it.
Excuse me.
Grandma Magic Classics, are you serious? You have held her keys and she's looking for them? She has her keys and she's cleaning under the couches and the recliners looking for her keys. Grandma Magic Classics has them.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Violet Lemon is right. It's not there.
Really?
I went and looked on my Listed or Ditch It yesterday. It says show more. All it says is category and license.
Oh, so taking away your affiliate links?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be calm, Nikki. Don't do anything crazy now.
Well, ain't that the shit?
Tara, where's the phone?
That's crazy.
Yeah, on all my videos, it's all taken. I guess you're right, Violet Lemon. Sorry.
Wow.
It was on it when you were live, your affiliate link.
Huh?
When Nikki was live yesterday, it did show like all of her affiliate links then, because I was watching it live and I scrolled down and was looking at her affiliate links.
Yeah.
So they are there live.
That's right.
Crazy.
Poplar Picker. Poplar, Wisconsin. Yes. She's on the line right now. She's mumbling incoherently.
She's foaming at the mouth. I don't know what she's gonna do next.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I probably wouldn't even know how to shoot my gun.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
She's trying to talk a girl into hurting herself at the YouTube headquarters.
You guys are the ones with all those guns. You guys are the ones with
Don't talk about guns. Violation. Don't even go there.
What did they say you had? Like 500 guns? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, funny, Nikki.
The whole goddamn arsenal over there. He's got hand grenades and everything.
Oh my gosh.
If the ETF shows up at my
Joke.
Yes, I am just joking, everybody. Anybody watching later, yes, I'm just joking. She was more
Nikki,
upset about being censored.
I like both. I don't really know how many. I don't have an exact count.
Mother's mustache. Shush, oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm out.
talk about that kind of stuff.
Too soon.
Oh my gosh.
And they
Let's do some
beat their son. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's not that's not funny. I'm just kidding. They don't. That kid is so well treated. He's such a nice little boy.
Oh yeah.
He's so happy. Keywords. No, keywords. Yeah, I don't know why they took all that away. That's oh well.
Well, I mean, that's not right, because what happens when you get, when you're able to be monetized?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you have to go back into all of your videos and put that stuff in? I mean, that's dumb.
No, I think even if you're monetized, you can't have the
Oh.
links in there.
Yeah, because I don't think that's connected to your monetization.
No.
Oh, sure, because you're making money.
It should
They're
be,
not-
because on your viewers. Your viewers and your time watched. That's what you make the money on, so it should be, I mean, you do that so you can get, more viewers. That's dumb.
Well, and then like I have links to everybody's channels. Like I'm on your show, so I put a link to your show in there.
Right.
And if I have a guest on Listed or Ditch It, I have a link in there for that.
Right.
For the guest that I have for their channel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's keeping people within YouTube. You should be able to at least do those links.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever, I guess.
That's not good. Looks like
I
we
don't
need to
make
go-
money on YouTube anyway, so.
We need to go to Twitch. Or whatever that is. Tweak or whatever it is.
It's Twitch.
Twitch.
Oh.
That's all gamers, though.
I don't know. Yep.
Guess we got to make all our money on super chats.
Oh boy.
Well, and that's another thing they didn't. That was the big. I think that's the biggest thing they didn't like was everybody was putting their PayPal Me links in there, and
Yep.
they weren't getting as many super chats.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's like, do they get like 30% of a super chat or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
That one
you
that
can
got all those super chats. Did you see she got suspended from YouTube from any live shows for 90 days?
Did she? Why?
Other than she played some music during
Oh,
a-
she was streaming live.
she streamed
music.
while she was live, she streamed some music, so they suspended her for 90 days from any live shows.
You will go
Oh
to
boy.
purgatory.
Yeah.
Mother's
just-
Mustache says Gary V still has all his links. Huh. Maybe he's
Maybe
paid
it
a
has
bunch
to
of
do
money.
with monetization then. Let me
I
go
don't
look.
know. Maybe it does. Maybe you have to be monetized
Maybe.
in order to be able to leave the links or post the links.
Well, let me go look at somebody who's not very big, who's big enough to be monetized, but not big enough to break the rules. Let's see.
That's just craziness.
Yeah, they have
I
all
don't-
their. Oh no, they don't have any links. Let's see. Let me go look. I know. Well, I know like Tanya, she has a bunch of links. So let me go look at hers. But she's big enough to be monetized. Thrifty Treasures. Is that?
Oh, you already got a bid on that Montgomery catalog.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we sold a microphone wireless thing.
Microphone wire.
The last of those, that's big thing from that. Man! Oh no, that's not for another
Because
week.
I know like Tanya, she always had links in there. So I'll go look and see. Yeah, she's got all her links in there. So it must just be people that are monetized can put links in only. Because
Well,
she
honestly,
has,
I
let's
don't know.
see, she has 11,000 subscribers. So I mean, she's not like big like Gary V or whatever, and she still has links in hers.
Yeah. Must have something to do with monetization.
Well, son of a gun, because I did all that goddamn work putting all those links and all those videos separately.
Yep.
Now they just took it all away.
Yep.
Pastages.
I think they're using some kind of facial recognition software so they can tell which person, even if you're on another channel, if you use profanity, they'll actually keep a log. And when you get over a certain amount of profanity, they'll pull your things, the links.
Funny.
Funny. Yeah.
That just
So
pisses me right off.
let me see. Live stream enabled, custom. You're eligible
Oh,
for
well.
that.
On YouTube, we don't use the S word.
Son of a biscuit eater.
I don't see anything in here under, because they have this thing under your channel where it shows you your monetization and stuff. It doesn't say anything about putting links in your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, right here it says external annotations lets you link annotations to external sites or merch partners, and it says it's enabled on my account.
Mm.
It doesn't even fit the bird. There's no.
I know. I don't know how
Or is it goose?
I'm trying to reset it. As I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, what do you want to
YouTube,
do?
you're not my friend right now. I don't like you very much.
Oh, see, the goose should be at 6 and it's 11.
No.
The chicken
I
Oreo.
fixed that on Brigands.
Huh.
Okay, so it's supposed to be 5 right now.
Says you can link your merchandise or crowdfunding sites from your videos as long as they're on the list of approved sites and you are part of the YouTube Partner Program.
Yeah. Screw them.
List of approved merchandise sites.
Okay, will you get that out of here? If you're gonna be doing,
I'm not doing all that.
What is
I'm
it?
not playing that game.
I don't know. Get it.
Get it.
Sounds like vibrating money.
Good, we could use some.
Well, Amazon's not on that list, but when I went and looked at Tanya's page, she had a bunch of Amazon links in there.
They're playing games. I don't like that shit.
Huh.
And no money in the register. It's a bid.
Well, I guess.
No. I'm not very happy with them right now. So,
The catalog.
You can still have links to your Teespring. I don't know.
So basically, they just choose what links you can have and what links you can't. And yeah, I don't like all that.
Mm.
Oh well.
Gary V still has the link. I just think YouTube resellers don't have.
It's doing them all.
She said, Violet Lemon said the big YouTube resellers don't have links anymore. Well, who knows? Yeah, I looked at Thrifty Treasures. Hers are still up. Maybe hers just haven't. Maybe they just haven't gotten that far yet.
Well, she is a
I don't
T,
know.
so they're going down the alphabet. I don't know. I don't know if that makes a difference, but
Maybe they'll be taking hers away today or tomorrow. I'm
Mm.
in P, so she's at T. So yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Let me go look at Lonnie because he's Garage Flips. Let me go check out
I don't
Lonnie.
know. I don't like the way that they're doing things.
As I know he had links on his.
That's not right.
His
You know,
name is
I mean, this is the thing. People that are on YouTube, they do this. You know, yeah. You know, there's a lot of people that do it for an income.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of people that don't. You know.
Yeah.
And they put a lot of time and energy into their YouTube channel to give content to, you know, to have a channel and to their viewers and subscribers and all this, and then they, you know, give you a bunch of hurdles to jump over, and yeah, I'm just not. I'm not putting any more. Not putting any more energy into it. I mean, I'll still have shows, but I'm not gonna jump their hurdles anymore.
Garage Flip still has all his, Lonnie.
Yeah.
So it's not the alphabet thing. G comes before P.
Unless they have it for a different sub level, like you made 1,000 to be monetized, and maybe you have to have like 2,000.
Well, he's only got 4,000.
That's right, Anissa.
More subs than you.
Yeah.
So maybe because he has a bigger number of subs, you know, like maybe there's a number where you're allowed to keep your affiliate links in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't worry about it too much because I figure I don't even really care. If I ever got paid for YouTube, I really don't even care. I just do it for fun.
Right.
Well, I do it for fun too. But like Carol said last night, you know, you're putting your time in. What does it hurt to be paid for it, you know?
Oh, that's true. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being paid for it. I just don't see myself putting the effort in to make it where I'm really going to get paid for it. So I don't worry about it too much.
No.
I only got like 400 subs. So, I mean, I'm a ways away from the needing the correct amount of subs.
But if they started coming in to your, like on your videos and started editing your videos, say, you know, like piecing it together.
Yeah.
Or, you know, messing with your videos. I mean, that kind of pisses you off because you put time into those videos.
Yeah.
And you know, you put time and energy in that, you know, I mean, it was fun for you, but if they're cutting it off at halfway or if they're somehow screwing with those, I mean, that would kind of piss you off. It pissed me off.
Yeah. And it's you're creating content, you know, it's what you think is interesting or whatever. I don't want somebody else, you know, chopping it up to figure out what they think is good, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, that really gets to me.
It's like anything. It gets too big and then, you know, it gets meddled with more. It was like, it's a good thing, but now they got to start meddling with it more, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I guess I shouldn't get so pissed off about it, but
yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Well, it just, you know, they put so many hurdles up, you know, and censorship,
We're trying to get up to the monetization numbers for an attaboy, but we're not really trying to. I mean, I have monetization turned off, so even if we get up to there, they're not going to rate us for approval because I have it turned off anyway. Because I'm not going to restrict what we do or whatever to jump through the monetization hoops. I mean, for a little bit, we're going to do. I mean, we're never going to be huge like these ones that are getting thousands of viewers. So I mean, for me, I'd rather just do what we want to do and not worry about it.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
got it, Mother's Mustache. Plain and simple. It's control.
Yeah.
Yep. Revolution, anyone?
Well then,
women-
what I was thinking was like Tanya, you know, she has like Garage Flips, he has his all through his link tree. But and I thought, well, maybe it was Amazon links, but Tanya still has her Amazon links up, you know. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh well.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm kind of pissed off now, so.
Eat some ice cream. That makes me feel better.
Eat some ice cream.
Ice cream.
Everything will be
cookie.
fine. I hope everybody has a great day. Get lots of cha-chings. List often. Have a drink or
Eat some ice
two. I probably need a drink. Yeah. Have a great day, and we will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
Have a good day.